quick update. Very exciting thing. Sorry about the movement around the camera. Looks like I'm going to set up the self-powered PA and the camera, and I don't think I'll set up a wireless mic. I think I'll only have a corded mic. But I'm going to open up the floor for people to talk about how they feel on any subject. So if men are angry with women, if women are angry with men, if people who identify as male unicorns like myself, yeah, and people without senses of humour, people who feel offended, the whole lot, mate. Racist, whatever. Bring it, bring it, and open it up for people to share how they feel. I don't think a lot of people will actually have a lot of courage to do that, honestly, from my experience, but I'll do it. And I'm going to video it. I'm just having a very late breakfast. Had to go to the doctor's this morning, have a blood test. Got a really good doctor by the looks of it at the moment, and putting a lot of energy into looking after myself and looking after us. So really excited about it. Listening to RNZ. I'll actually turn that off because it's getting in the background and getting a bit bloody noisy. But I'll be talking about how males are getting treated within our current systems. I'll make a last-minute ditch attempt to communicate with the iwi authority who's connected with the marae, with the person that made the false allegation, and give them one last opportunity to communicate before... I'm not going to mention anybody's name, I'm not going to mention the marae, but I'm definitely going to be communicating about what I experienced and what I am experiencing. It's really unjust and it needs to be dealt with, and it won't be finished and it won't be dealt with until it is dealt with in a responsible manner. So yeah, I still care about that person and that all that whole community that's being affected by that, and myself, of course. But yeah, so that's what I'm up to. Exciting times. I came across a recipe for quinine last night. You might be able to find it yourself. I'm pretty sure I shared it on my Facebook page, Gashtra. If you just put in the search bar Gashtra, Gashtra, you'll find that most of you guys are looking at this on Facebook anyway. I still haven't sort of got my act together enough to get it onto YouTube, but I should get this one up onto YouTube. I will. Yeah, you should find it there, and it was to take the skin of a grapefruit, cover it in 3 inches of water, so that's about 75 millimeters of water, bring it to a simmer it for a few minutes, leave the lid on it, leave the lid on it until it cools down, so that the active ingredients that you want don't dissipate with the steam. And then the recipe is to take a tablespoon of it. I think it was only like a tablespoon. I'd take it by the bloody cup personally, but it's only grapefruit grind, for crying out loud. You're not going to kill yourself with it. But apparently it sounds. I'm going to give Mum a ring as well. I'll give Mum a ring as soon as I get off this clip and have a chat to her, because she'll be really knowledgeable on that kind of stuff, I would say. But it's a recipe to make your own quinine. Yeah, there's some really interesting information floating around. It's probably been shared on my Facebook page. Some stuff I share, some stuff I haven't been. The whole lot's been pretty overwhelming for myself as well, honestly. So, not everything that I come across makes it onto the page, but or gets shared. But yeah, looked valuable. There's very interesting information by a doctor who's also a lawyer, who's trained at Stanford, I think it was, university, or another major leading university in the United States. It wasn't, it was very credible. And she was saying that, that medicine, which they've been now banning in some countries and some states as a source of medication for coronavirus, this coronavirus, has been listed as a medicine for like 30 years within the Global Health Organization or something, and now just recently they've started making it illegal in some areas, and so that was cause for her to push herself, make herself vulnerable, and and cause her to stand up and speak out about it. So, you know, it's very interesting, all these different things that are happening within our world. And at the end of the day, we need to participate as people. There's no way in the world I'm going to do this. I could do it, but no, I'm not doing it. So, you know, if you people don't participate, you can get stuffed as far as I'm concerned. I'm just going to get on my yacht and boot off to some bloody island and live the dream. And wait till all the shit happens, and then I'll come back and, I don't know, goodness knows what I'll do. Pick up the pieces maybe. Maybe I'll just boot back off to the island. Check on my family, but you guys need to participate. I'm done with just doing so much work all the time. So if you can't bother to comment, you can't bother to like, you can't bother to share, you can't bother to do a bit of research, guess what? Not my problem. Your problem. So best wishes, but hey, this has been a long time coming. I've been telling people this for years and years and years. This has been a long time coming, and we, as humanity, have no one to blame but ourselves, because we chose to do what we did. We chose to go to parties, we chose to do this, we chose to go travelling, whatever. We made all sorts of excuses for it, and now here we are. So, get over it, get on with it, or just take the consequences. It's your choice. Be fucked if I'm copping it. See you later. I hope there's some value, I hope there's some service in this. But anyway, see you later.